I don't know when they start going into scarcity and age and all that kind of stuff. These are not it. The only ones that are selling are the ones that are either selling in lots or for $10 or less. The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good evening, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Clean-shaven Dealer here on a Thursday evening. Got my day out of the way, got my packing out of the way, 10, 12 packages, lots of school, running 2 miles. Most everything else as I look around is taken care of. I got a few details, but again, today is a day of listing. Looking for 10 items starting now. 1. This is a Pabst Blue Ribbon beer crate made by Pabst at Milwaukee. It's fairly old. On the inside it says 1917, which I can believe. It's pretty old. 1-1917. It's got the lattice work in. You can see through the bottom. That's a downside. Latch is there, which is pretty cool. It's a cool latch. Hinges are there, which is good. Bottom is bad. It says 2 dozen small on the side, or at least on the other side here. Paid $20 or $25. It's still, the look is this. Most people aren't going to use it for holding beer. Some people sometimes will put beer and give it as a gift. A lot of people will just set it somewhere. This one's a little bit beat up, whatever. I'm still not sure how I'm going to price it, but I think $139.99 plus shipping, and it'll either sell at that or maybe on sale when I run one of my sales, but I think I'll get over 100 plus shipping for it, even in this condition. 2. Grain Belt beer, perfect brewing water. From Perfect Brewing Water, honest beer flavor, perfect beer taste. First one of these I ever saw, I thought was a mat that somebody would put in front of their door, like a floor mat, if they really were into beer. And then I realized that these are just big bar mats. It was a while ago, by the way. Pretty dumb. These were, there's bar mats now. The ones they have now mostly are the narrow ones. They don't have these big ones too much anymore, unless you get into like Sheboygan and some of those places where there's a bar on every corner. So Grain Belt, popular. This one's in pretty good shape. Definitely has some use under it. Listed it for 80 plus shipping to start with. There's another one that sold for 60 plus shipping, and another one listed, I think, for 84 to 89 plus shipping. Pretty good find. Can't remember what I paid for it. Probably 25, 30, something in there. Somewhere in there, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. 3. Here's a Ham Bear suction cup window swinger, about 9 inches tall total. This is one of those things that when you find it, you think, hey, I got a good chance to have something that is pretty scarce out there, because these things fell off the windows, got stepped on, who knows. I just looked through approximately 400 items on eBay for the Bear. There's not one of these on there. And so when you get into something like that, now I think I paid $30, maybe even a little bit more for that. It's made in the USA. That thing's probably at the newest from the 70s. And name your own price. So funny little thing like that. Cost a couple of bucks to make. They probably gave them away. I put it at 80 plus shipping. And I think I'll get close to that. Probably will go on sale for 13% off, which is what I do, and somebody will pick that up. I just have a hunch. There's not a lot of them. It'd be so cool to have that. in your car on a window if you're a Hams fan. Anyhow, on with the show. 4. Here's a little Schlitz sign. I bid on this thing from a distance without really seeing it. I don't know what I paid for it. 10 bucks, 15 bucks, who knows. It's not going to sell for a lot more than that. It's 1956. It's a neat look. It reflects light a little bit as needed. The top piece is busted a little bit. So, I don't know, what is that, 60 years old? 60 years old. So I don't know what I'm going to list that for. Probably $24.99 plus shipping or something. I'll have to see what they go for. 5. Here's a set of 1998 Bergie beer salt and pepper shakers. Owned and made by Stroh's, I guess. Made in Japan. New in the box. There we go. Stroh Brewing Company. Bergie. Bergie's been around for a while. It's an older beer. Never had one. 1,200 pairs made, limited edition. Woohoo! Anyhow, I listed them for $39.99 plus shipping. There's somebody had 2 of them, sold one for $35 plus shipping, and has one left. So when this is on sale at 13% off, it'll be at $34.80, which just beats $35. So that's where they'll sit. I don't remember what I paid, but I had a big one that I really liked that I made money on. I probably paid 20 bucks for these guys. 6. Here's a lot of Pig's Eye beer pigs made out of wood. They're also banks. Pig's Eye beer has been around the block. I don't think they're brewing anymore. I think they're still a label owned by somebody, but definitely not hot. Used to be up in Minnesota. I don't remember what I paid for these, 20 bucks or something. They're cute, they're cool. Whether they'll sell, whether anybody's in love with the beer or whatever, 50 bucks plus shipping is what I put on them. 7. Okay, here's a nice set of 4 Miller High Life beer trays, tip trays. They're small, you know, they're not the beer trays, they're for the bill or whatever. Some of these are 50s and such. People are trying to get really good money for these. I don't know when they start going into scarcity and age and all that kind of stuff. These are not it. The only ones that are selling are the ones that are either selling in lots or for 10 bucks or less. People are trying to get 40, 50. There are some new old stock ones out there. I made a mistake paying too much for these. I'm not going to sit on them. They're not my brand. They're cool and all that. I'm going to put them at probably 30 plus shipping for the 4 and just get my money back, get going. 8. Okay, this is an Olympia beer sign, ice cold Ollie. Got a good look to it. Originally I thought this was a sign that was not lit, but it turns out it's the front piece of a lit sign. The whole back, the metal can and the fluorescence and all that are gone. It's in pretty good condition. One corner's dingered up there. A few scratches and all that. I sold probably a little better version of this sign. They made several versions with different scenes and fronts. I sold probably a little better version of this for $180 plus shipping, complete and in pretty good condition. Bought this for $5. I listed for $60 plus shipping. Somebody can replace the one they had or put this on a can with a busted up front or just another scene if they want. And 9. Here's a Hams preferred tip tray. Good condition, certainly been used, got scratches. This came from the same lot. I'll probably get my money back on this one and the other ones because of this one. A little rarer, a little scarcer. They go cheap when people put them at auction. They go a lot higher when people put them at buy it now. There's not that many. Oh no. Wish I could figure out how to get rid of this. It's a stopwatch with an alarm that I can't figure out how to reset, or at least I haven't taken the time, but it goes off. Oh my goodness. When you're overloaded, sometimes you get a little less efficient than you want to be. Don't take the time to figure things out. Well, I missed my opportunity again because I just snoozed it. Anyway, $19.99 plus shipping. There's none of this particular one available right now. 10. Okay, last item for tonight is the Schmidt tapper. I had hoped this was new old stock. It's got all the paperwork and everything. Looking at it closer, it looks like it was installed and used at least a little, but still fairly rare, fairly nice. 20 plus shipping for a small tapper. That'll probably go pretty quick. There's not too many of them out there. Side note, I did figure this thing out. It started up again and I actually figured it out, so we're making progress. Okay, 10 listings, total of $5.55. 10 listings, $55.50 average each. That's pretty good. I could list beer stuff all day long. I enjoy looking it up. I enjoy the history. I enjoy the advertising. You know, the antics of all the advertising and all that stuff. I just find that pretty interesting. I would like to get into the older stuff. It's just harder to find it. And I'm not so sure about the market. So it's a market that I'm going to continue to pick away at. There's certain things I know are good, and you can recognize some things that you can make money on. I do overpay on a few of those things, and I do make a lot of money on some of them. Overall, I do pretty well on the beer memorabilia. Okay, that's about it for today's show. Tomorrow is Friday, probably more of a regular vlog. I have a couple of ideas what we're going to be doing. You never know what you're going to get with the Crazy Picker Life show. I know some of you have liked this short format. I may do more of it. Some of you like the longer vlogs where I talk about all kinds of things business. Some of you like all the different variety. I can't please everybody. I'm not going to do one of them all the time. I chose to do the listing yesterday and today mainly because I needed to do listing and get that going. 10 is a good number for me. It really presses me with all the packing and everything else I have to do. I may make a goal for October. I don't know. I haven't decided to make that on camera yet. There may be some other announcements tomorrow. There's a lot going on in the background. There's a lot of things that are going to happen in the next months and years with our business. Some of them are being pushed on us, and some of them I'm pushing. I did change my test strip channel today from Test Strip Guy to Northwest Kansas _ watches. So we are officially starting a watch channel linked with Northwest Kansas. I have to look at a few other things like emails and PayPal accounts to see what I'm going to switch over to try to make it all congruent. I'm going to list my test strips probably on my Northwest Kansas miscellaneous account. I just wanted to get the name switched over. When you switch a name on your eBay account, it takes 30 days before this little icon falls off. And so I wanted to get that going. Wheeler is listing watches on our camera account, and I want to keep those separate, so I wanted to get that account brewing so he's got someplace to go with these things. So anyway, we'll have more information on that, on our expansion and our changes and all that kind of stuff. A couple things coming up. Going to do a top 10 sales items for September very soon. if I look at that, boy, I might put that out for tomorrow's. Saturday, we're going to go to Denver to the flea market, and that'll be fun. Sunday, I guess there's not a Packer game, so I'm not sure what we're doing. And then, boy, I forget what this vlog is, but we're coming up on the 100th daily show. And that is pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back, but 100 in a row is coming up. We had a pilot, so when I say 100, it's actually going to be 101 shows in a row. I've had some rough spots. I've had some learning curves. I've had some moments. So I'm going to do a special show for the 100. I'm probably going to talk about everything I learned about doing 100 consecutive days without missing a daily show. Even though some of them had to be uploaded a little bit funky because of internet and such, problems and such. But 100 shows in a row coming up. I think this is 96. 5, 6, I don't know. I can't remember. I always have to look at the one before. Whew. Okay, so everybody wanted to look in on Wheeler. We had a comment that a day without Wheeler is like a day without, I don't know, water. You guys like Wheeler, I like Wheeler too. So let's see what he's doing, and then we'll end the show. Wheeler, you're on the spot.
What's up, Taylor?
What are you working on?
Working on some goofy lenses I'm having to test out and take some samples and figure them out.
So listing lenses, there's probably what? Clean and easy ones to list, bread and butter ones to list, and then when you get to these oddball, there's more to do.
Yep, there's marked lenses and there's unmarked lenses in some cases too.
So marked means like brands?
Brands, like information on there. You have to come up with the information yourself.
So are the unmarked ones typically non-camera, or are they older, or what are they?
They're either non-camera, but mostly industrial use is what they were.
I see.
Industrial / factory. I don't know exactly what these are for. Medical.
Yeah, so industrial, medical, all those typically are pretty high quality though.
They are, yeah.
So people are, if you can describe them correctly, people are looking for those.
Yep.
I remember we bought some at government auction one time that were kind of oddball and high end, and we made $50 or $100 a lens, but somebody snapped up like right. 3 or 4 of them for like a couple grand.
Yeah.
To Japan or somewhere.
Totally forgot about those lenses. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we should consider getting back into.
Yep.
There's just so many directions you can go and all that. So I created your watch channel.
Yep.
30 days from now, the little icon that says new eBay channel will go away.
Go away. Yep.
So we'll probably next week we'll talk about maybe starting to list some of those on there if you want.
Yep.
We'll have to phase out watches on the Canon Guy camera channel.
Yep.
Okay, so Friday's tomorrow, and then we're going picking on Saturday. You feel like picking again?
I don't feel like picking again, but I'm sure I will on Saturday.
You don't? We got enough stuff?
Yeah.
Feel
yeah.
Feel a little buried, do you?
No, not really. I just feel like I need to get some listing done.
Yeah.
Got our picking done for a little while.
Well, we always could leave you behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. The whole family going along and everything.
Yeah, we're not going to do that much picking. We're going to have some fun too, and it's going to be a reasonably short trip.
Yep.
We're not pushing the picking. We're combining picking with some family time.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. Okay, anything else?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to end this deal. I just got done listing 10 brewery items, beer items.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I think.
Other stuff you were listing.
Yeah, I was having trouble yesterday. I was having a fit almost. Is your dad? Somebody asked, how is it working with your dad? That's one of the question and answer things. I have my moods, don't I?
Yeah, a little bit. It's no big deal. Not directly working with you most of the time. I'm just kind of working by myself over here.
Let me ask you this: if I'm grumpy or whatever, do I still communicate pretty well?
Yeah.
I've always been a communicator. Even if I'm shouting and throwing stuff, which isn't really what I do, but occasionally I rant coherently. Oh, I always mean well. Sometimes I got to blow off steam. Not normally. That's why I run. That's why we run.
Yeah.
Blow off steam. Okay, I'm going to end this vlog. I'm going to sit here in Wheeler's office till I can get back up. I'm having to get used to these watches beeping.
I don't know exactly why that is. There should be many in there that do.
Man, I tell you what, there's a lot more.
It takes one.
There's a lot more beeping around here than there used to be. There'll be another one coming up. There's like 3 or 4 that hit the hour like that. Are we at the hour?
No.
Okay, it's near the hour where there's like 3 or 4. I was in here on Monday morning at 12:01 to 8 a.m. and these things were going off, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for watching. Again, I don't know what's coming up. I'm changing the title of this show from Daily Vlog to Daily Show, something along those lines. It is a vlog. Some days it will be a vlog, and other days it will be listing, and other days, as you've seen, it will be top 10. It will be what I learned from 100 days of vlogging in a row. So you just never know what you're going to get. But a show will come out every day. And that's what this is. This is an everyday deal. The show must go on. Pick well, list often. You can do it. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.